Hello guys, One here in today's video. This video today we are going to talk about another Dragon Ball Z topic on basically a video game. I did a roster list of Dragon Ball FighterZ 2. In this one, I'm going to do basically a Dragon Ball Z Raging Blast 3. Raging Blast 3, or maybe like a Naruto, or kind of a similar to like a Naruto Storm like game. So basically, a lot of us kind of grew around with the Raging Blast games and stuff like that. Like, was there ever going to be a third one? I think there was actually supposed to be a third one, but I don't know if it like stopped production or like what actually happened. But like, I like to see them actually, continue with this, because I know I've seen a lot of people actually that are on somewhat nowadays, kind of trying to push for it, and there's some people trying to, sign petitions of getting it going and things like that. So, what I'm going to talk about today is basically the roster, what I think would be really cool for a Raging Blast 3, or maybe have it as like a Stormlight game. Because I can see Raging Blast or the Stormlight game. I could see them make these huge roster lists with the Dragon Ball characters, just like with Naruto, the Naruto Storm games. Because in the very last one, which is 4, I think there was like a total of 120 characters in the Storm game. Plus, you had some of the Boruto characters that kind of came with them as DLC exclusives or add-ons. So, I would see why they could do it as a Storm game, or just do Raging Blast. Now, Raging Blast 3, Raging Blast 2, I think had like a total of like at least 60 characters in the second game. I think it was about 60 characters, if I remember correctly. I used to play that one all the time. So what I'm going to talk about is my roster list. This is my dream roster list for the Raging Blast 3 game, or Storm game, depending on what everybody would like it to become as if. Because I would like to actually see a new Dragon Ball Z game come into the works and stuff. With Kakarot getting new DLCs, with the Breakers game going on. There's only a couple of DBZ games that are still kind of, continuing on, because Xenoverse 2 is pretty much about done with their DLCs, I'm sure. And Fighter Z is pretty much done. They're not adding any more characters. I can still see Xenoverse 2 probably throwing in some more DLC, because they always do. They've managed to throw more. With the superhero movie that came out, they've been throwing a bunch of new content in the Xenoverse from that. So, let's go ahead and talk about my roster, what I have here. This is part of my November anime month, so hope y'all enjoy and like what I have as my roster, because this is a pretty big roster here. So we have these are just the Dragon Ball Z characters on one. I have stuff for Dragon Ball GT and Super and stuff like that as well, including some characters from Dragon Ball. So we've got Goku, Vegeta, Kid Gohan, Teen Gohan, Future Gohan, Adult Gohan. We've got Piccolo, Trunks, Future Trunks, Kid Trunks, Krillin, Tien, Chaozu, Yamcha, Nappa, Raditz, Scouter Vegeta, Bardock, King Vegeta. I like to see them actually try and throw King Vegeta in a fighting game. I don't think they've ever attempted to throw King Vegeta in a fighting game. I think if I remember correctly, the last time, I think if they even had him in one, I think it was when they did it from like the Taikaichi games. I think is when they actually had him in there. Z Broly, Turles, Lord Slug, Captain Ginyu, Birder, Jace, Bojack, Chi Chi, and the Chi Chi I would say they would use for this one if they were to add her would be the one from Dragon Ball and that participated in the World 22nd Martial Arts Tournament. Um, Raccoon, Gildo, Frieza, Mecha Frieza, Cooler, Metal Cooler, Cell, Boo, Majin Buu, Majin Vegeta, Deborah, Cell Jr., Cyberman, Salza, uh, Knees, and Sazzer. Those are basically the Cooler henchmen that were in the Return of Cooler, the Revenge of Cooler movie. Dr. Gero, Android 19, Android 18, Android 17, Android 16, Android 15, 14, 13. I even added Android 21 to the mix because I'm pretty sure with her character and Fighter Z and Kakarot as well, I would assume her character is going to start growing popularity here pretty soon because like she is somewhat of a new character and getting involved in quite a bit of different things. So I would see why not they would add her in a Bridge of Blast game or Storm game, depending on what we could call this game. We have Super Janemba. We've got Gogeta, Vegito, Gotenks, Goten, Videl, Pycon, Tapion, Zarbon, Dodoria, Master Roshi. Okay, and now we have basically Dragon Ball characters from the Dragon Ball series from Kid Goku. So we've got Kid Goku, Demon King Piccolo, Mercenary Tao, and then I got Tambourine, which is one of Piccolo's henchman characters from the Demon Piccolo arc and stuff from that. So I only did about 4 characters for Dragon Ball. I don't really see them adding too many characters for Dragon Ball, other than those maybe. So now we got our GT characters. And I blended in a nice good setup of GT characters because I know some people really would like to see some GT get some time in there as well. Even though I know some people didn't really care much for GT, but GT kind of deserves a little bit of things too. So, we got GT Goku, we got GT Vegeta, we've got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, we've got Baby Vegeta, which is the mutant villain character. We've got Omega Shenron, GT Pan, General Rildo, Ice Nova, Ice and Nova Shenron. I figured Ice Nova Shenron would be interesting characters to have in GT as well. If you have Omega Shenron, because I think Ice and Nova Shenron were both pretty interesting characters too in that Omega Shenron arc in GT. And then we have Super Android 17 from GT. And then we have GT Oob's character. So I kind of made some characters in this game. Basically, GT Goku and Vegeta both can go to their Super Saiyans and even their 4th form as well. That's my GT characters. Now for Super, we've got UI Goku, we've got Ultra Ego Vegeta, we've got Beerus, Whis, Goku Black, Zamasu, Hit, Golden Frieza. I think it'd be kind of cool to have Golden Frieza as a separate character with his form, because he did have basically his own unique set. He had a different skill set when he was in his gold form, so I'd figure it'd be kind of interesting to have him as a separate one. Kind of like what I did with Vegeta's Super Saiyan 3 in Rangers Blast 2. Same with Broly Super Saiyan 3. Um, so yeah, we got Golden Frieza there. Got King Cold. I figured adding Vegeta, Frieza's dad would be kind of interesting to add in there too. Basically, just another character. I know he didn't really have much development, low, but there's probably some things you probably could do with them. Probably not a ton, but like some things just to have them. Kaba, Frost, Caulifla, Kale, Kefla, um, yeah, Kefla, which is a fusion anyway. Bergamo, Basil, and Lavender, which were the three triple the the wolf, the characters from that one universe. I can't remember what that universe they're from, but those characters, Ribrianne, Kasuna, Kasuna, Rosie, Topo, Despo, Jiren, Super Broly, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. He was in Rage of Blast 2, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to make a return for him for 3. It'd be kind of cool if he does. Moro, 7-3, Granola, Kid Buu, um, the reason I have Kid Buu and I have Majin Buu and stuff is because if I remember correctly, in Raging Blast 2, there was 3 different Majin Buus in the game. You had the Fat Buu, then you had the Majin Buu, and he had his forms, which was Mystic Buu, and then you had the Super Buu from when he absorbed Gohan, and then he had also Gotenks and Piccolo. So those forms were also with that Majin Buu character. Plus, Kid Buu had his own different skill set and stuff separate from that game. So I kind of did the same thing with that there. Mira and Towa, since Mira and Towa are pretty interesting characters for games now and stuff, I figured add them in this game too. Because they're both quite interesting characters and stuff. Dr. Willow, Cumber. Yeah, I put one Dragon Ball Heroes character from here. I put Cumber's character. I kind of like his character. It's quite interesting character from that. He might not get on here, but it's a pretty cool choice, I guess. We've got Hindergurn from Wrath of Dragon, Hachiyak from Rage of Blast 2 game, and then last but not least, Lord Chilled from the episode of Bardock special. That's pretty much... Yeah, that's pretty much it for my roster. So, and there is a total of 113 characters in this roster, so I made a pretty nice skill set roster. Now, with this roster, like, what are we all wanting for this? Transformations and how their skills should be. Well, I kind of remember from Rage of Blast 2 where when you can actually customize their skills. Of course, you had to unlock them through the Galaxy Quest missions. And as you unlock them all, you can kind of customize the abilities of how you want with those characters. And if I remember correctly, the knobs, or if you held the knobs, depending on the up, down, right, whatever they were, if you held them just right, they would do their special abilities from those deals, which was kind of cool. If they ever do a mechanic system like how Rage of Blast 2 was, where it was like that, that'd be kind of cool. As far as transformations, since Goku and Vegeta both have so many different fusion forms and stuff, I can see them adding Goku. It's going to be quite hard how they would have all their forms, because Goku has his 1 through 3 forms, his Super Saiyan God Red form, you have your Super Saiyan God Blue form, and then you have the Ultra Instinct form that he has too. But I have UI Goku as separate from those forms, so yeah, I wonder how they're gonna. I wonder how they would do this. Um, Post in the comment section below and tell me what would you guys would think how this Dragon Ball Z game would work. Rather a would you like to see this game as a Storm game or kind of a Rage of Blast 3? I would like to see. I would personally like to see a Raging Blast 3. Um, Make it come back and stuff. But the Storm games and stuff, especially what they did with Demon Slayer and stuff. I think it'd be pretty cool if they did a Dragon Ball Z game. Oh my gosh, sorry, Dragon Ball Z game with those characters with storms with a storm mechanic system. Post a comment section below and let me know what you guys think. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you're new to the channel, oh my god. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. As always, I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.